James Harden. Let's take a look at that Twitter. Get a close-up of it. Looks good, right? Who wore it better? Let me see if I could put my muscles together like James and kind of, pop out the old biceps there. Who wore it better? You know the controversy by now. Just had to touch on it real quick. Apparently he wore a mask thinking it was cool. But, Blue Lives Matter being what it is, Twitter being what it is, a lot of people had some things to say. Some doofus named Trey Songz retweeted the NBA's photo saying, "This certified clown, sure." I'll say it for everybody who's scared to. Well, hopefully the way he speaks, he isn't speaking for anybody. And who's really scared to in this day and age? You'd be more likely to get death threats for wearing this than wearing a Black Lives Matter outfit. But rapper Young Thug defended Harden on Twitter. "Just so you know, James Harden is my brada," he wrote. "BTW, he don't have internet, so he obviously don't know what's right or wrong if he posted something that's against us." Now, by us, I'm assuming he doesn't mean the US, or us as in people who look like me. But, interesting, a Blue Lives Matter mask is against us, or in his case, them. Somebody would have to explain to me how that is so. It seems as if conservatives or the people on the right got all excited, tweeting out support at James Harden. I guess he was trending on Twitter. "Oh, thanks for doing this and that." But what I think, and I'm going to have to call people out on the right and supporters of Blue Lives Matter, just to say that you guys are idiots for having believed that anybody in the NBA and the NFL, for that matter, would have the sack to do what he did and legitimately come out and defend it. I was just kind of thinking, I wonder what the European players are going to do. Say a guy like Giannis, right? He's black, but he's not from here. So is he supposed to go along with the whole BLM narrative? What about Luka? He's not from here, but he's white. I wonder what would happen if he had a little, little white lives matter on that jersey. And that's what Marcellus was talking about just a week ago. I did a video on it. Where's the room for discourse for those who disagree? Well, you see what happened when you did something they didn't like. But don't worry to you people on the right. I say you're foolish. I'm calling you out on this one. And here's why you were foolish. James Harden doesn't think for himself. Athletes don't think for themselves. They have an overlord. In the NBA, it's probably somebody like LeBron. And if he doesn't check him, then Twitter will. They'll think for him. So James, you better watch yourself. You try to think for yourself there for a minute. Now, he came out and said this. "I wasn't trying to make a political statement," Harden said. "I honestly wore it because it covered my whole face and my beard." Sure, James, we really believe that explanation. I'm just wearing this right now because it covers my beard. I thought it looked cool, that's it. Look, the reality is, like I said, James Harden doesn't think for himself. People like him can't think for themselves, and they're in such a place in life where they're not allowed to think for themselves. With the kind of money that guy has, though, it would have been interesting to see if he came out with a big FU, followed by a Blue Lives Matter hashtag, but of course he went on to talk about this and that, and how he's still going to try to put something on his jersey in support of Black Lives Matter. Yeah, whatever. Look, James Harden doesn't think for himself. We know what James Harden is and what he's all about. Last year, October 2019, with the whole Free Hong Kong, Daryl Morey, GM of the Rockets, James Harden told you what he was all about back then. James Harden apologizes as controversy grows. "We love China." Here he says, "We apologize, we love China. We love playing there," Harden said. "For both of us individually, we go there once or twice a year. They show us the most important love." How nice. Interesting how that was last year, what, 9 months ago, and my, how things have changed in Hong Kong. We'll leave you with this. Owner of the Houston Rockets. Listen, Morey doesn't speak for the Rockets, blah, blah, blah. We are not a political organization. Seems like things have changed, and the whole league now is a political organization. James Harden's owned by China, period. James Harden's owned by Twitter. James Harden will allow anybody to own him who he thinks will put the most money in his pocket. It's a tough choice. Most people take that choice and take the money, especially in the NBA and NFL, but again, that's my thought. People on the right, what were you guys expecting? What were you thinking? Got your hopes up? Don't be foolish like that. I'm calling you out on this one. You guys just made yourself look bad. Harden's an idiot. He doesn't think for himself. Now you know. Alright everybody, take care. Thanks for watching the video. Keep this lesson in mind, boys and girls. Blue Lives Matter!